Hey guys, I hope, I can't even tell if I'm recording. Yeah, I hope this wind is not messing me up. I'm finna do a set that I usually do every year, called the game set. I like to do it. But what I'm gonna show you is first, I don't know if you saw on Trapper J's video, where he just got a box, or I think it was a dozen of these new Duke 550s, the Pro Series, and he showed them in his video, and I was really impressed with him, so I went to where I get my traps at, and I bought me a few of them. I like them. One thing I really like about them is they already come night latched. And this, you see how flat that is? I mean, that's right off the shelf. I haven't touched it. I mean, I haven't done any adjusting whatsoever on this thing. That's crazy. I love it. Although I would like the chain to be a little bit longer. I love them. I hadn't dyed or anything. Of course, you can tell. All I did was I got washed the oil off of them, and I want to get them in the ground. Something else I did is I'm going to show you. I bought a couple more Duke 1 3/4 to show you the difference. This trap is about 3 years old, I think, and this will probably be the last year I use this. The problem I always had, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, the sun is messing me up so I can't see. Can you see that, the base plate on here? You notice how it's got a bow in it? I got to noticing on these 1 3/4 that after a couple of catches, that base plate will start to bow. It's too weak. So, but now what they've done is, you see how they've done this? They put a piece of circle rod attached to the base plate, so it gives it some more backbone, some more strength. So I think they have solved that problem. And I've always used Duke traps. I'm not looking for a sponsorship. Don't want to be sponsored by anybody. This is just what I've always used. From the minute I started trapping, I used Duke traps. But anyway, I just thought I'll show you the set when I get through with it. But man, I love these new 550s. I'm hoping maybe next week I'll be able to get a few more. I'm going to start replacing, especially these 1 3/4. This is a 1 3/4 Duke. You'd be surprised, man. This is like a catch-all for me. I catch everything with these. I mean, if a guy just, you know, somebody just especially starting out or whatever, didn't have a lot of money, just buy you a dozen 1 3/4 Duke. These things will catch whatever you want. I've caught everything: coons, coyotes, bobcats, you name it. I've caught it with them. I mean, they're awesome traps, man. Awesome traps. So, all right, guys. Hey, guys. I want to show you something that I found while I was out looking for some places to put a few bobcat traps. If you can, I don't know, if you look at this wood, it's got a certain color to it, and it's also got a certain kind of smell. Now down here in the south we call this a lighter knot. Up north they call it fat wood. There's several different names for it, but what happened was this tree was cut down, pine tree. I don't know how many years, I know it's been over 30 years ago. But all of the resin that was starting from the top of the stump has migrated down. and all that resin is concentrated in this stump. And this is what we use to start our fires with most of the time in the South. Anybody that's got a fireplace knows what I'm talking about, and that's what they normally use. You know, it's the same thing as buying some of those fire starter logs and stuff at the Walmart or wherever. But you can look; it's got a certain color because of all the resin that's concentrated in this stump. It's also got a very particular kind of smell. This is what I use to start all my fires in my fireplace with, is this. I hate having to buy anything from a store. Man, I love that stuff. To start my fires with. So this is what we use. Normally, when I find them, it's where I see like the top of a stump next to the ground, and I can dig it up, and all that resin will be in that stump concentrated. But I don't know if it's a shadow, but let me see if I can. It's got, you can see all that resin in there. And you can stick a match to it, lighter or whatever, and that's what we use to start our fires with. And this is free stuff. This is not something you have to buy in a store. So if this whole stump will not be total resin, a majority of it will be. Most of the more concentrated resin will be below the ground line, or be in the ground, I should say. And I could come in here and try to dig it up if I wanted the whole thing, but I'm gonna take a few pieces home with me, because a stump like this, a stump this size, this will probably last me years and years and years of just cutting little pieces off like this. Wherever my camera's at. Cutting little pieces off like that, and that's all you need. Take it, you light it, and that's what we use to start our fires with. Thought you might find that a little interesting.